Mr. Tinubu, free PDOM. At PDOM Nigeria, a whistleblower and investigative journalist on X who has uncovered and leaked several public interest information has been arrested and dehumanized worse than a terrorist. When did investigative journalism become a crime? When did revealing the wrongdoing of a government become a crime? Isn't it the wrongdoing that is supposed to be a crime? With the arrest of PDOM Nigeria, as well as several other arrests and harassment of investigative journalists, it is safe to say that Mr. Tinubu is very much aware of all the wrongdoings in his illegitimate government and invested in doing more atrocious acts and wants to ensure that none of these activities will be brought to light. Mr. Tinubu, what are you hiding? Why are you angry that wrongdoings are being exposed by journalists? Why are you not focused on correcting the wrongdoings and giving the people good governance? Who rigs election and give good governance? Who will go to such lengths and then do that which is right and diligently serve the people? With the current arrest and prosecution of investigative journalists and whistleblowers, it is not you. This is not the Nigeria of the 90s when you had to go on exile, and it seems you want to replicate that Nigeria today. This is 2024, and media has been democratized and cannot be rigged. You cannot arrest and make to disappear all the investigative journalists nor citizens who share the wrongdoings of your illegitimate government. The laws of the land, which you have shown absolute disdain for by your actions, guarantees the freedom of thought, speech, and assembly, as well as giving rights to access information about the activities of government and its decision-making. It is through whistleblowers and journalists like PDOM Nigeria that citizens know what is going on. And to oppress these journalists is to oppress we, the citizens. And as long as PDOM Nigeria and any other journalist is in captivity, we all are in captivity. Mr. Tinubu, free PDOM. I end with a message to NBC, which has become the mouthpiece of government, and to the security agents who are more focused on regime control rather than protection of lives and properties of citizens in this country, that this is Aisha speaking. Aisha Yesufu, let me repeat, speaking in her personal capacity.
And some of the stories that are coming out about the condition of PDOM is the fact that he's very sick. His hands, whether they're some have said broken, the bones broken, and all of that. He's not getting the right treatment he's supposed to get. His lawyers are not allowed to see him. His families are not allowed to see him. He has been taken off. In a country where terrorists are on social media flaunting the money that they collect as ransom, as a means, they flaunt minted. I can't even remember when last I saw those kind of mints as informed with the paper on it. I don't even know whether I've seen those. But terrorists have these things, and kidnappers are flaunting them. And yet our security agents have not gone after these people. It is a journalist who reveals information of the wrongdoing of the illegitimate government that they are after. Definitely to show that the lives of the Nigerian people do not matter to them, and that's why constantly people are being killed without Tinubu's legitimate government ever making it a priority that indeed that is a problem. They've moved on with their life because as far as it does not affect their regime protection, they are okay. It's anything that affects that regime protection that they seem to have, you know, issues with. This is about Tinubu. This is about Tinubu and his high-handedness and his wannabe tyrant and wannabe dictator, you know, attitudes and attributes that he's exhibiting. And he thinks that he can just come and, you know, shut everybody down in the country. And that's why you see a lot of this thing where they're trying to instill fear inside people and tell you that, oh, Tinubu is this ruthless, is that, is whatever. And then they start even telling you that, oh, nobody can even remove him. And no, he's the easiest person to remove, the easiest. And you know, his supporters, people, a lot of people who had supported him before no longer support him. The Northern Bloc that he carried, he was able to use to get critical mass for him to be able to win election. They are no longer with him. And so it's a lot, but you see a lot of propaganda that is being done, and people are being told that, oh, you know, Tinubu cannot be defeated, Tinubu cannot be this. They are all lies. They are all lies. And one of the things we must constantly hammer on, it's on the wrongdoings that are going on in the illegitimate administration. And you could see how investigative journalists are the ones who are being targeted, not the criminals that were revealed. So as far as Tinubu is concerned, it's all about, you know, protecting what wrongdoings he's doing. So it's very much aware of this. I see a lot of people who try to exonerate him from what is happening. He's very much aware of what is happening, and I don't think there's anything that is done without his express, you know, permission and all of that. So with the issue of PDOM, is to put it squarely squarely with Tinubu. I've seen a lot of comments. You know, I put out a shorter form of this video out on my X, and there were a lot of people who were like, oh, why are you not holding Peter Obi accountable? Sure, you say Peter Obi is your president, Tinubu is not your president. Absolutely, Tinubu is not my president. I can never be my president. He is not my president. You can take him for all that you want. And the reason why I'm saying to Mr. Tinubu to bring back PDOM is because he's the one that knows everything that they is supposed to know about PDOM. It's his illegitimate security, using the security agents that have gone on to arrest him. So he's the one that is saying he's being high-handed. He's a wannabe terrorist. He's a wannabe tyrant who wants to take on that role of tyranny and dictatorship and begin to lord it over people. So so he's the one who needs to free PDOM. So this is not about Peter Obi. This is not about whether I've said that Peter Obi is my president. Yes, Peter Obi is my president. He's the one that I voted for. He's the one that the majority of Nigerians have voted for, and the one that you have there that rigged his way into office, that will not win the election, but he just got himself in there. And he's doing everything wrong that you can think about. And so definitely we're going to say to him, stop all of that, whatever shenanigans that are going on, and just go and and release this particular fellow. But then a lot of craziness, you know, going on in the country. But one of the things I say to everyone, giving up is not an option. Good must be more tenacious than evil. I will end this by saying once again, Mr. Tinubu, free PDOM.